So this is kind of a book review that I wouldn't normally do because I don't really read a lot of specific religions books, like religious books. There's some that just really speak to me that I do like. I like Be Here Now by Ram Dass. That was a good one. That's probably one of my favorites, actually. I have a couple here. Um, the Tao Te Ching, books like that that are just kind of just a general spiritual book. And obviously, this book that I'm about to review now or tell you about now is a Christian based book, a Christ centered book. And it's called When God Whispers Your Name by Max Lucado. The light there. Yeah. And the best way that I can review this is to talk about two specific essays or two specific chapters in the book. And one is about not having everything you want in order at all times. Like the need to cry out, the need to long for something greater, the need to long for God. If everything was perfect, you wouldn't need God. If everything was perfect, then, you wouldn't need to pray. You wouldn't need to have a spiritual life. And how important a spiritual life actually is. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. He talks about that in one of his chapters. And that's probably my favorite chapter. But the second favorite chapter that he talks about is about Jesus not being a stiff. And he says Jesus and his followers were up in arms about something and they were following Jesus. And Jesus, where the hell are we going? We got stuff to do. And he's like, we're going to a wedding. They're like, what? Yeah, we're going to a party. Fuck it. And I think that's very important for religious people to understand that no matter what religion you are, it's still necessary to have a good time once in a while. Especially, Christian, the Abraham religions of Abraham that tend to be a little stiff. And if Jesus can go to a party and have a good time with his friends, then so can you. And I give this book a thumbs up. When God Whispers Your Name by Max Lucado.